Do you start Ramadan strong, only to weaken after the first week? Do you find you have mood swings or less patience? Does it seem like fasting has consumed you to the point where you can't do anything else? If you answered yes to any of these questions, don't beat yourself up. This is the challenge, the test, the benefit. Ramadan and the other 4 pillars of Islam exercise, strengthen, and test our willpower. I like to call it powerlifting because, as we'll learn, willpower requires physical energy, gets stronger through use, and diminishes. We'll also learn how Ramadan promotes hormesis, or beneficial stress, for the mind, body, and soul. May Allah reward you for being curious. Let's tie our camel. Asalamualaikum, my name's Farouk, and welcome to this get-together, Powerlifting in Ramadan, the beneficial stress. When we train in the gym with weights consistently over time, we increase muscle mass, size, bone density, joint health, and more. But if you want to maximize those benefits, we might incorporate heavy days. These are days when we lift heavier weights than usual, promoting even more muscle mass, size, etc. Heavy days are very beneficial as long as we don't go too heavy and injure ourselves. Now let's see how exercising muscle is similar to exercising willpower. What is willpower? Roy F. Baumeister, a prominent social psychologist, compares willpower to a muscle that can be strengthened over time through practice and exhausted through overuse. According to Baumeister and his colleagues, willpower, or self-control, is the ability to regulate one's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to resist short-term temptations to meet long-term goals. Baumeister and his team propose that willpower is a limited resource that can run out after use, a phenomenon they termed ego depletion. They say that engaging in acts of self-control uses a lot of this resource, which can limit our self-control capacity for tasks, hence losing steam during Ramadan, having mood swings, and less patience, to name a few. However, just as muscles can be strengthened through consistent exercise, Baumeister also suggests that regular use of self-control can improve willpower over time. Also, Baumeister's research has looked into various factors that can impact the effectiveness of willpower, including the importance of glucose, or I would even add ketones if you're fat adapted, as a physical energy source for self-control efforts, the role of motivation and mindset, and the significance of establishing habits and routines to reduce the reliance on willpower for daily self-regulation tasks. In other words, don't rely on willpower to carry your actions indefinitely. Use it long enough to establish a habit so that the action becomes second nature and no longer requires willpower. That might explain why we can follow a new diet throughout the day, but as soon as we reach the end of that day, or when we're tired and depleted of willpower, we find it almost impossible to avoid junk food. But with Ramadan, we have a powerful way to strengthen that willpower. Allah prescribes the perfect amount of practice to strengthen our willpower without breaking it or causing us harm. So, lifting weights daily to gain and maintain muscle is similar to praying 5 times daily to strengthen and maintain willpower. And our heavy days in the gym to promote maximum muscle growth are similar to Ramadan, where we gain maximum willpower. But there's also an added benefit to Ramadan, and surprisingly, this benefit is stress. Also known as hormetic stress, hormesis is a biological phenomenon where a beneficial effect results from low doses of an agent that is otherwise toxic or lethal at high doses. This concept is rooted in toxicology, but has been extended to various fields including biology, medicine, nutrition, and fitness. The idea behind hormesis is that specific stressors can stimulate cells, organisms, or individuals to adapt and become more resilient, improving health or performance. These stressors can include physical activity, such as HIIT or high-intensity interval training, intermittent fasting, especially dry intermittent fasting, as we do in Ramadan, exposure to cold, for example, cold showers or ice baths, and saunas. What makes these types of stress beneficial or hormetic is that although intense, they are practiced in low doses. The underlying mechanisms as a result of these activities may involve activating repair processes, strengthening the immune response, and other adaptive stress responses. You may have heard the term, "what doesn't kill you makes you stronger." However, it's important to note the hormetic zone, the range of doses that produce beneficial effects, is usually narrow. and what is helpful in small amounts can be harmful in large amounts. Alhamdulillah, Allah has prescribed the perfect hormetic zone for us physically, mentally, and spiritually in the month of Ramadan. So, in summary, we gain the following during Ramadan: improved mental and physical health through intermittent dry fasting, a form of hormesis; improved willpower by waking up earlier, abstaining from haram, and while fasting, even avoiding things that are halal, like physical relations with our spouse, eating, and drinking. We improve our patience, and most of all, we increase our iman, mind, body, and soul. Alhamdulillah. If you want to learn more about the health benefits of Ramadan and how to further improve your health during Ramadan, be sure to check out 7 Ways to Improve Your Health in Ramadan. Also, be sure to subscribe, share, and like if you found this beneficial. May Allah reward you for being curious and keep tying your camel. Assalamualaikum.